In the depths of the world's most mysterious caves, divers face incredible challenges and breathtaking beauty. Be with us as we are going to explore the hidden world beneath the surface and the daring souls who brave it. On August 17, 2002, Tanya Streeter achieved a historic milestone in deep-sea diving. Her mission seemed to defy human limits as she descended into the ocean's mysterious depths, setting a new world record and demonstrating the extreme challenges of deep-sea exploration. However, just a few months later, the diving community was rocked by a heartbreaking tragedy involving Audrey Mestre, a trailblazing diver whose dreams were as deep as the ocean itself. In this story, we'll explore both Tanya Streeter's remarkable success and the tragic events surrounding Audrey Mestre, revealing how their paths intersected in the world's depths. Tanya Streeter's record-breaking dive. On August 17, 2002, Tanya Streeter made history with an extraordinary deep-sea dive. Equipped with a sturdy metal sled and driven by a strong will, Tanya descended into the ocean's depths, reaching an amazing depth of 166 feet in just 35 seconds. To understand how deep that is, imagine the pressure being 3 times what we feel at sea level. Many thought this was the limit for human divers, but Tanya aimed to show otherwise. Her achievement wasn't by chance. Tanya had spent years training to handle extreme pressure. To protect her lungs from the crushing depth, she used a special liquid called plasma, similar to how athletes train for tough competitions. As she went deeper, her body adjusted to the growing pressure, highlighting her preparation and strength. However, the dive wasn't without problems. At 360 feet deep, Tanya faced a serious issue. She'd accidentally taken an extra breath before diving, which made her lungs expand too much and put extra pressure on her heart. This caused her to lose consciousness, leaving her with less air than needed for the depth. Despite these risks, Tanya continued her descent, reaching an impressive depth of 525 feet. To safely return to the surface, she had to complete 3 crucial steps: grab the lift bag, open the valve to fill it with air, and pull the pin to start her ascent. While doing this, Tanya faced nitrogen narcosis, a condition that impaired her judgment and made time feel distorted, making the task even harder. Against the odds, Tanya managed to handle this challenge and complete her ascent. Her successful dive not only set a new world record, surpassing the previous record of 427 feet held by Audrey Mestre in 2001, but also marked a milestone in diving history. Audrey Mestre's legacy and tragic end. Audrey Mestre, born on August 11, 1974 in Paris, had a deep love for the ocean from a young age. By just 2 years old, she'd already won a gold medal in a swimming competition. At 13, she started scuba diving and found joy in the underwater world. Her life changed dramatically when she was 14 and developed scoliosis from typhoid fever. This condition required her to wear a tight plastic corset for years. Swimming was her escape, allowing her to feel free from the corset's constraints. Her passion for the ocean grew stronger, leading her to study marine biology in Mexico. During her university years, Audrey admired Francisco Pipin Ferreras, a record-breaking freediver. Their professional relationship soon turned personal, and they married in 1999. Together they broke many diving records, becoming a powerful team in the freediving world. In 2000, Pipin tried to set a record by diving 535 feet, but had a blackout during his ascent, making the dive invalid. He then focused on Audrey, encouraging her to dive deeper. Audrey set a world record by diving 410 feet in Fort Lauderdale, and a year later, she dove 427 feet, breaking her own record. However, in 2002, Tanya Streeter set a new record at 525 feet, putting pressure on Audrey's team to beat this mark. Audrey aimed to dive to 561 feet to regain the record. Unfortunately, pushing the dive date earlier and using a lighter cable led to major problems. On October 9, 2002, during a practice dive, Audrey reached 558 feet. Despite some personal issues with Pipin, she proceeded with her record attempt. The dive faced several problems, including a cable that moved erratically, a broken bushing, and not enough air for the lift bag. The dive was made even more dangerous by the absence of a safety diver at 427 feet and issues with the equipment. Audrey's ascent was slowed by a faulty lift bag, and despite rescue efforts, she could not reach the surface in time. Tragically, Audrey was found at a depth of 394 feet and was pronounced dead at 28. After her death, there were rumors and questions about the dive's safety. An investigation showed technical failures and poor safety measures. Audrey was posthumously awarded the IAFD record for her practice dive and was honored in the Women Divers Hall of Fame. In 2003, Pippin set a record of 561 feet to honor Audrey's memory. No woman has surpassed Tanya Streeter's record since then. Audrey's legacy endures, and her story highlights the risks and challenges of extreme diving. Lack of investigation into Audrey Mestre's death. When Audrey Mestre died, there were many unanswered questions, but not much investigation was done. One reason might be that the freediving community is small and close-knit, so people were hesitant to dig too deep. Another reason could be that the dive was organized by her husband, Francisco Pippin Ferreras, who was a respected figure in the sport. This might have influenced the decision not to investigate thoroughly. Audrey's family was very worried about how she died. They wanted a deeper investigation to find out if mistakes were made. They were especially concerned that important safety measures were not followed. For example, there was no safety diver at a key depth, and the lift bag that was supposed to bring Audrey back to the surface didn't work properly. Several mistakes contributed to Audrey's death. Their experiences remind us how close triumph and tragedy can be in extreme sports, leaving a lasting impact on diving history and the memories of those who admire their legacies. Did you find these stories as inspiring and heartbreaking as I did? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of extreme sports. What other diving records or extreme sports stories would you like to hear about next? Let me know.